Our world divides us, yet we are connected more than ever through technology. Disasters strike and millions are aware within minutes. Action is taken across the world. We are unified. We make change. Something happens, we react.
We constantly hear about the countless problems that exist in our communities and around the world. These challenges are and always will be a part of life. React News focuses on all of the creative and inspiring ways young people are addressing these challenges. We want to draw attention to new ideas and raise awareness about the world's issues and how young people are making a difference. React News teams from around the world will be reporting on inspiring stories of young people taking action and focusing on the positive side of humanity. Today we will be taking a look at an amazing organization called Students Rebuild. Students Rebuild creates inspiring projects that help unite the world to help those in need. These projects give us the opportunity to respond to disasters with our hearts, minds, and creativity and help make a difference. One such project was the recent Paper Cranes for Japan project, organized in collaboration with DoSomething.org and Architects for Humanity. The goal was 100,000 cranes to represent wishes of support and healing for the Japanese people devastated by the tsunami and earthquake that took place in March 2011. We were so proud to be a part of this project. In White Plains, we folded 1,300 paper cranes. Why cranes? Because, according to legend, anyone who folds 1,000 paper cranes, which are sacred creatures in Japanese culture, will be granted a wish by a crane. This became a worldwide movement, mobilizing thousands of young people in more than 38 countries to help rebuild communities in Japan that were affected by the disaster. Each folded paper crane raised $1 sponsored by the Bezos Family Foundation. Many students wrote notes on their cranes in order to offer their support and hope for their Japanese peers. An astonishing 2 million cranes were mailed in from around the world during the Paper Cranes for Japan campaign. $500,000 was raised in matching funds for rebuilding projects in the Tohoku region of Japan. On January 13, 2012, a massive sculpture titled Gift by Gift for a Better World was unveiled in Japan's Sendai train station. It was created from 100,000 paper cranes folded by young people worldwide. Our guest today is Raina Cadaville, who led the Paper Cranes for Japan project right here in White Plains. She is now involved in another Students Rebuild challenge called 1 Million Bones. Hi Raina.
Hey Neri.
So tell us about the Bones project.
1 Million Bones is an initiative started by a partnership of organizations including Students Rebuild and Global Nomads. It is a global effort to cover the National Mall in Washington, D.C. with 1 million handmade bones in 2013 as a visible petition against humanitarian crises. The final product will be a large-scale public art installation that raises awareness of the atrocities and conflict-related crises happening today in Sudan, Somalia, Burma, and the Congo. It brings the power of art and the human rights movement together to show people around the world how they can take action and be a part of something bigger than themselves through something so simple yet so resounding. The hope is to inspire, empower, and create a new generation of peacemakers. It gives activists a chance to fight for a cause that they're passionate about. The bones are made in honor of the lives lost in genocide and armed conflict and as symbols of strength, resilience, and solidarity for those who still suffer. The goal is to collect 1 million bones from around the world from people just like you and me. Each bone will be matched by $1 from the Bezos Family Foundation for CARE's work to improve livelihoods and advance educational opportunities for young people in Somalia and the Democratic Republic of Congo. They will then be sent to Washington, D.C. and displayed in an exhibit in the Smithsonian Museum.
So what inspired you to take on this project?
My experience with Students Rebuild comes from my work on the Paper Cranes for Japan project, which I participated in a few years back. It was an amazing project, and the results were visible and really astonishing. Together, my family, friends, and I made 1,300 cranes. It showed me that we can make a difference. Personally, human rights crises are something that strikes me very deeply. I firmly believe that as humans, we are all fundamentally equal and deserve to be treated as such. Genocide is absolutely horrendous and needs to be stopped soon. People are dying horribly in ways no one deserves. Families are torn apart, children are forced to fight wars, and young girls are forced into prostitution. And that's just the beginning. I believe that it is up to all of us to put an end to this atrocity, and 1 Million Bones is a fantastic way to show people that we're truly all in this together. The world is interconnected no matter what we think, what we look like, or what we believe, and one person's sorrow resounds, it affects us all. The longer we wait, the longer they suffer. Once we all stand together, there's no stopping us. Together, we can change lives. So when I heard about the Bones Project, I was really excited. It's another chance for me to bring together people and make a difference, and at the same time, teach them about the world and inspire them to make a difference, too.
What is your goal with this project?
My personal goal is 500 bones, which would be $500 for genocide victims. Each bone we make is $1 closer to ending human rights crises and ending their suffering. I've already brought the project not only to global ambassadors, but to the White Plains Mayor's Youth Council and the White Plains Youth Bureau, as well as clubs at my high school.
And what can others do to help?
Well, we're trying to make as many bones as possible, as quickly as possible, so we can really use all the help we can get. The best thing that anyone could do is have bones events. The bones can be made out of paper mache or clay, and the best thing to do is just get a bunch of people together and have a day where you can make bones and support this amazing cause. For more information on how to host an event, Google 1 Million Bones or visit www.studentsrebuild.org. If you'd like to support our cause, just email me at gainteract@gmail.com. We're collecting the bones at Eastview Middle School, and we will be shipping them out to DC in early spring, and they'll be laid out at the National Mall on June 8th, so the earlier the better.
Hello, this is Jeremy. I'm reporting from React News. I'm here with Ayu Lee. She's visiting us from China, and she'll be in White Plains, New York for 3 weeks. So, Ayu, tell us about the program that sent you here to the United States.
Sure. Hello everyone, I'm Ayu. I come from China. It's my honor to be here. The reason I'm here because I was chosen by programs called WT Chen Fellowship Program. And in that program, I have to work for a nonprofit in Bay Area, and also have to study social service and social learning in UC Berkeley. So that's why I'm here.
You must have heard a lot about the United States before coming here. Is it anything like what you expected?
Well, kind of, because nowadays we can use the internet or watch American TV series and to know how's life here. And actually, they do have something that surprised me because I observed that American people put a lot of efforts on the lower class people, kind of like people from low income family, or they have some problem with the domestic violence. So I was thinking it's very good, and also American children, they receive a lot of resources and a lot of people are helping them. But some kids just kind of like spoiled and then they take everything as granted, which I don't think is cool. Yeah.
I know what you mean. What have you learned while here in the United States, and what do you plan on doing when you go back to China?
As you might know that in 2008, there's a horrible earthquake in China. Since then, people noticed that sometimes government cannot take care of everything, so we need nonprofits. That's why recent years, a lot of people in China, they are building up the nonprofits, but also they don't know how to make it good. They need to learn the nonprofit management. So I want to learn the nonprofit management in America so I can bring back and then support the people who want to build up their own nonprofits.
Wow, that's great. Thank you for visiting us here in White Plains. You're welcome back anytime.
Yeah. It's my honor here. Thank you for inviting me.